Welcome to ISE's Equity Index Weekly Outlook, a weekly outlook on ISE and other industry indexes, hosted by Patrick Seresna, a derivative market specialist and investment manager with extensive expertise in options and the broader derivative markets. ISE trades options on more than 15 proprietary sector indexes, as well as broad-based indexes and a variety of licensed benchmarks. ISE continually enhances its trading systems and develops new index options products to provide investors with the best marketplace and investment tools to trade smarter.
Hello and welcome to the ISE Equity Index Outlook for February 14th, 2011. This is Patrick Seresna. As always, we start off with the S&P 500 using that SPDR exchange rate fund symbol SPY. In the middle of January, we were looking for a profit-taking cycle to kick in with those. That's where all those big red candles were earlier on the chart. Never really grabbed hold, and essentially the bulls pushed the market to new highs subsequently. With this Friday, the situation in Egypt being resolved, we had a break to a higher high and a market that continues to advance. We are now finishing all of our upside measured moves. We really anticipated the upside of this market move to find some significant overhead resistance in the next three S&P points or SPDR points. Really, in this 133 to 136, we should see some stalling price action. Now, in the bigger picture, and with us now just breaking to new highs, more than likely we're going to see even a week of two of the market not only approaching higher levels but then consolidating at them. So even if we are looking for a short-term market top to come in these levels, it certainly may not happen at all this week. So overall, at this stage, we're sort of out of the woods on the short term. There's still some potential to make some money on the upside, but remain skeptical beyond short-term one-week rallies. Next here, I want to take a look at the ISE US Regional Banks Index, which is symbol JLO. And we had a bullish break to new highs last week above the 26 level, and then in the latter part of the week, we had a little bit of profit-taking cycle with a very strong reversal on Friday. This is remains to be relatively bullish. I'll look for the regional banks to continue to do well this week, particularly if the whole market continues to advance. And we'll be looking for how the price action behaves in this 27-28 area. That would be a very reasonable place to be taking profits as you're trading it higher. Next here, I want to take a look at the ISE Index, which is a symbol SIN. This is an index of all the casino, tobacco, and distiller companies. And while we think that in the bigger picture, the Sindex has already run out of momentum, if the whole market is going to advance, we certainly cannot rule out the possibility of the Sindex going up to retest some of those highs. What we would be looking for, if we do have a break of this 133 level on the index, we could go for a double top retest along the 135, 137, or we can even make a short-term push up to even 140 and then come all the way back down to 130, starting to develop what would be almost like a head and shoulders topping formation. One way or another, if the whole market rallies, there is room for the Sindex to have a little bit of progress on the upside, but I would not be looking for much on the beyond the short-term push. Next here, I want to take a look at the ISE Home Builders Index, which is symbol RUF, and we more or less were talking about this 10 to 1020 area on the downside as a major support last week, and we're saying that bulls really needed to dig in and hold that if they wanted to leave the window open for the home builders to rally. This stage with that recovery that we saw last week, if we see this flag right here starting to break on the upside, it leaves room for the Home Builders Index to actually make an attempt up to even 1150 or higher on the upside. So this could be a place where we could see a nice market push this week. Next here, I want to take a look at the natural gas index, which is symbol FUM, and more or less we were looking for the initial measured move market highs to come in this area, but we continue to see price action that's just shallow and flagging. If the whole market remains bullish and this makes a break, especially above 130, then we have room for this to make one push up to the 133 to 135 area. So I'm not necessarily bearish, but I'm also certainly not optimistic about too much upside here. Finally, I want to take a look at the ISE Mini FTSE 100 Index, which is a symbol UKX. We had this flagging formation also developing right between the 590-600 area, and really at this stage the FTSE is in a position to potentially break to new highs, with the S&P and the other global market indices already having made that break. It certainly does give room for the FTSE to make a push. Now, in the bigger picture, a measured move does actually go as high as the 640 area on the upside, but because this index still hasn't broken to higher highs while a lot of other indices have, it may actually not have a lot of momentum in this push. So maybe it might be shortened move down up to about 620, 630, but we are looking for a little bit of upside follow through, especially if all the global markets continue to advance. That was your ISE Equity Index Outlook. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for participating in this week's session. Please join us again next week. For more information about Patrick Ceresna and to sign up for free index options trade alerts, visit www.optionsource.net. To learn more about ISE index options, visit us at www.ise.com/indexoptions.